Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're diving into Milestone Pharmaceuticals.
Missed,
Yeah, missed.
based on some questions you sent in.
Right. You wanted to know more about all the actions surrounding this biopharmaceutical company.
Focused on those cardiovascular solutions.
So we've got a few sources here
Yeah.
that give us a pretty good picture of what's happening.
It's fascinating.
Recent stock price movements.
Their financials,
And a really important regulatory event.
really important.
So we want to unpack all of that,
Lay it all out.
help you understand what's causing all the volatility.
And most importantly, what does it mean for you?
Exactly. So let's start with just the basics.
Great.
What does Milestone Pharmaceuticals actually do?
So their leading product candidate is this nasal spray
Okay.
called Etripamil.
Etripamil.
And it aims to treat these acute episodes
Yeah?
of PSVT,
Which stands for?
paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia,
Wow, that's a mouthful.
and also AFib-RVR.
Atrial fibrillation with rapid ventricular rate.
The goal is to provide a self-administered treatment option,
Okay.
so outside of a hospital.
So this could be a game changer
Yeah, potentially huge.
for patients with these conditions.
Imagine being able to treat yourself
At home.
at home, exactly.
So let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
This big drop in Milestone stock price.
As of March 29th, 2025,
It was around 88 cents.
down from $2.25 at the previous close,
That's a pretty steep decline.
roughly 61%.
61%. What happened?
Well, the main driver for this drop
Okay.
seems to be the FDA's decision.
The Food and Drug Administration.
They decided not to approve Milestone's heart disorder therapy.
Etripamil. The nasal spray.
That's right.
And this news has definitely created some concern
Naturally.
about the future of their lead product.
And really about the company's overall prospects.
So it's understandable that the market reacted this way.
You have to remember the market is forward-looking.
Right. Always trying to anticipate what's going to happen next.
When a company's primary product candidate gets rejected by the FDA,
Yeah.
it raises all sorts of questions.
Okay, so alongside this price drop,
Right.
we saw a huge increase in trading volume.
We're talking over 33 million shares traded recently.
Compared to their usual average volume, which is way lower.
This kind of surge indicates a strong reaction from investors
Makes sense.
to the FDA announcement.
You know, some might be panic selling.
Oh, absolutely.
Others might be buying on the news.
Hoping to get in at a low price.
Yeah, hoping for a rebound.
It's a classic example of the market digesting new information.
And figuring out how to reprice the stock.
That's exactly what's happening.
So what about from a technical analysis perspective?
Well, technically,
The stock is trading below both its 50-day
in 200-day,
moving averages.
this typically signals a bearish trend,
Bearish meaning.
downward momentum.
Okay, so that aligns with the price decrease we're seeing.
Precisely.
What about the RSI?
The relative strength index?
What's that telling us?
Given the sharp drop in price,
Uh-huh.
the RSI is likely in oversold territory,
Oversold.
which means
Yeah.
the stock may have fallen too quickly
Okay.
and could potentially rebound in the short term.
So a possible bounce, but still within a larger downtrend.
Correct.
Now let's zoom out a little bit.
Right.
Look at the bigger picture.
The historical context.
What's the stock's history of volatility?
Well, Milestone has been known to be a bit volatile
Okay.
over the past year.
Yeah.
The stock's 52-week range
Okay.
has been between 75 cents and $2.75.
So pretty wide range.
Even in the month leading up to this FDA news,
Uh-huh.
the price fluctuated.
It dropped from around $2.25 to $1.99.
So this latest drop
Yeah.
is part of a larger pattern.
Of a volatility.
Exactly.
Which means investing in the stock comes with inherent risks.
No doubt about it.
Let's turn to the company's financials.
Their books.
What kind of shape are they in?
For the full year 2024,
Mm-hmm.
Milestone reported a net loss of $41.5 million.
Okay, still a loss.
But a slight improvement from the
Oh.
previous year.
We should keep in mind that they're still a development stage company.
Right. They haven't generated significant revenue.
Not yet.
No, they're still working on getting that first product approved.
Right. And that takes time and money.
Exactly. And that's where their debt comes in.
Okay, tell me about that.
They have over $53 million
Wow.
in senior secured convertible notes
Senior secured meaning.
that those lenders have priority
Oh,
if the company were to face financial difficulties.
so that adds another layer of complexity.
It does.
This financial picture really shows the pressure they're under
Absolutely.
as they try to get their product approved.
Very high stakes.
Now, I find this really interesting
Oh, okay.
because before this FDA decision,
Yeah.
analysts were actually pretty optimistic about the stock
They had a strong buy rating.
with a pretty high price target.
Right. Which is a bit of a head-scratcher.
Definitely a discrepancy.
It highlights the challenge of predicting regulatory outcomes,
Even for the experts,
even for the experts.
and how those outcomes can dramatically impact a company's value.
It's a stark reminder
Yeah.
that investing in biopharmaceuticals
Uh-huh.
carries inherent risks.
Big time. So, stepping back a bit.
Okay.
Who are Milestone's competitors?
They're up against some big players.
Like who?
AstraZeneca.
Okay,
Or
for the
they-
biggest.
Huge companies.
But Milestone's focus is on that self-administered nasal spray
Right.
and targeting specific conditions.
That's their niche,
That sets them apart.
to some degree.
And they do have collaboration agreements in place.
Yeah, which could be really valuable.
In this competitive landscape.
For sure.
Before we knew about the FDA's decision,
Right.
there was a lot of focus on the upcoming PDUFA date.
March 27th, 2025.
Yeah, that was seen as a major catalyst.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The outcome wasn't favorable.
No, it wasn't. But it's not necessarily the end of the road.
Right.
They still have ongoing trials.
Phase 3 trials in North America.
And Phase II trials for atrial fibrillation treatments.
So there's still potential for future developments.
Let's circle back
Right.
to some of the potential risks and rewards we've talked about.
Especially considering this FDA rejection.
Right. There's ongoing net losses.
Yeah.
And now the regulatory hurdle.
Those are some serious red flags.
No doubt.
But the innovative approach of Etripamil
As a self-administered treatment,
and their collaboration,
those could still be considered strengths.
although their impact is uncertain now.
That's definitely a more complex picture.
Much more complex.
And it's important to remember that even before this news,
Right.
one analysis we looked at recommended holding the stock.
They based that on technical analysis, and they cited the volatility and the dependence on regulatory outcomes
They did mention the possibility of a short-term rebound.
because of those oversold conditions.
But that doesn't change the bigger picture,
No, it doesn't.
which is that Milestone was in a precarious position.
Even before the FDA decision,
Okay, so let's bring it all together.
what are the takeaways?
Yeah, what does all this mean for our listeners?
Well, the FDA's decision to reject Etripamil
Yeah,
has definitely had a major impact.
no question.
It led to a big stock price drop.
And created a lot of uncertainty in the market.
That huge jump in trading volume.
Really highlights how investors are reacting.
They're either selling out of fear,
Or buying on the dip.
hoping for a recovery.
It's fascinating to watch.
It really is. So while Milestone's approach to self-administered treatments
Right.
was seen as innovative,
And analysts were initially positive.
this regulatory setback is a big challenge for them.
A significant hurdle.
But the clinical trials are still ongoing.
So I'll have to keep an eye on those.
Right. See what happens.
Absolutely.
This situation is a great example of the risks involved.
In biopharma investing
It's not for the faint of heart. You need to be comfortable with volatility.
and regulatory uncertainty.
It's a high-risk, high-reward sector.
It definitely is, and it shows how important it is to
Right.
consider multiple perspectives.
Not just the hype,
Right. Look at the technical analysis
the company's financials.
and, of course, the regulatory news.
It's all connected.
So for our listeners who are interested in these higher growth sectors,
Biopharma.
this is a valuable lesson in diversification.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly, especially when a company's fate is tied to a single regulatory decision.
Wise words.
And as you continue to explore the world of investing,
Right.
keep in mind that those big price movements
Yeah.
often have clear underlying reasons.
Like an FDA rejection.
Exactly, in this case.
And it's all connected.
We hope this deep dive into Milestone Pharmaceuticals
Yeah.
has given you some valuable insights.
A better understanding of the situation.
If you found this helpful, please subscribe.
Like Dividend. We appreciate your feedback.
We're always looking for new topics to explore,
Based on your interests.
so keep those questions coming.
We're here to help.
And here's a final thought for you to ponder.
Okay.
In light of this regulatory setback,
Yeah.
what other strategies might Milestone Pharmaceuticals pursue?
To try to create value for their shareholders.
It's a question worth considering.
It'll be interesting to see what they do next.
Thanks for joining us.
As always,
And we'll see you next time.
on Investing Talk Podcast.
Bye for now.
Take care.